Hi there! I haven't smoked in 13 years, but today I will do it again, just to remind myself about the taste. I hope number 13 doesn't mean unluck for me though. Well, let's wait and see. To be honest with you, the taste is terrible, and I can feel a kind of burning feeling in my lungs too. So I haven't really missed you during all these years. Goodbye. For me it was very difficult to stop smoking. I put up endless of different deadlines, which always failed, I'm afraid. One thing I tried was to smoke only during weekends or on parties. And you buy this weekend package, and on Monday morning there are still 2 cigarettes left in the package. And you start to think that, you know, if I smoke those cigarettes, it will not make any difference because they belong to the weekend package. And on Monday evening you think that, well, you know, I already started to smoke this week, so why not continue until next weekend and trying to stop then? And it's really ridiculous how many reasons you can come up with. Another thing I tried was to stop smoking the first day next month, but you know, then it was summertime and I wanted to relax during summertime, and can you imagine one day sitting in a hot summer day and in the sun together with a cold beer in your hand and in the other hand a cigarette. So let's try to stop in autumn instead. And then autumn arrives and you probably guessed it, I couldn't stop then either. I think I tried 40 to 50 times at least. And really, there wasn't any logical reason for me to stop smoking either. According to my doctor, my health was fine, and the jogging tour took the same time as before I started smoking. But I had problem with the economy because I was a student back then, and smoking 20 to 30 cigarettes a day, that was a cost for about $200 US, $2,400 US per year. It's the same cost for flying around the world, for heaven's sake. But I really wanted to stop smoking. I mean, if I don't have any problem now with my health, if I continue smoking 20 to 30 cigarettes per day, how will my lung function in 20 to 30 years from now? So I tried with the nicotine gum, but it didn't give me the nicotine buzz, which I got from smoking. And I couldn't stop using that. But I had 2 friends who have told me that they managed to stop smoking by using something we call in Sweden Snus. It's a kind of smokeless tobacco which actually contains more nicotine per bag than a cigarette. So for the first time, I had smoked in total for 4 years. And for the first time I could feel that I didn't need any cigarette because I got this nicotine buzz, this kick out of using snus instead. You probably know what I mean. After the breakfast, together with a cup of coffee and a cigarette, the first one in the day, get this nicotine buzz. And also having a nice meal, for example, after the meal taking a cigarette, or as I told you before, on a hot summer day together with a cold beer and a cigarette. And I managed to keep these moments with snus. And I also realized that my body started to change as well. I could feel smells which I haven't felt in a long time. And my clothes didn't stink either of smoke. Another thing was that for the first time in a long time I had a more colorful skin than before in those days. And also I had shinier hair, well, in those days. Another thing was that my economy was much better. Instead of paying $200 per month, I paid $35. Other things that I realized that when I was smoking, I had problems with cold feet and yellow fingers and pimples on my back. Well, I had this problem, and all these kinds of things stopped when I stopped smoking. Another thing was that I didn't have to run out from a restaurant or a nightclub standing out freezing to take a smoke. I could use the snus everywhere, actually. So many positive things started to happen, and one of my best moments, I can tell you, in a day when I use snus is after the breakfast, together with a cup of coffee, and the first snus I take in the morning. I get this nicotine buzz. That is my best moment.